Gettysburg, 1863. Summer air split by cannon thunder. Smoke crawls low across the ground like something alive. A Union lieutenant lies face down in the churned earth, breathing, stunned, clinging to the world by inches. His name is Jeremiah. A blast hits close. The field tilts. The sound becomes a dull roar behind his eyes. He tries to move, can't tell if he's rising or sinking. Then, something that doesn't belong. Not smoke. Not fire. A tunnel of light, twisting the air as if the sky has torn open. Jeremiah lifts his head just enough to see it. His expression shifts, fear, disbelief, and a strange pull he can't explain. The ground seems to slide beneath him. He claws at the dirt. Jeremiah tumbles through a corridor where up and down don't mean anything. The world spins in silence, then slams back into sound. He hits grass. Not mud. Not blood-soaked earth, grass. A field that looks like Gettysburg. But wrong in the details. Too clean. Too bright. Boots rush toward him, blue uniforms, but not the same. Faces that aren't hardened by months of hunger. People staring like they've just watched a ghost crawl out of history. Hey, are you okay? Sir, can you hear me? Jeremiah tries to sit up. His eyes dart wildly, tense, flags, fencing, spectators. Jeremiah, where's my unit? Easy. Easy. You're at Gettysburg, an actor said. Jeremiah's breath catches. Relief flashes, then confusion returns. Then why? Why does it look like this? As they help him up, someone notices his rifle, really notices it. Not a prop. Not a replica. Old wood, worn metal, the weight of a real weapon carried by a real man. The reenactors stare at his uniform, stitched wrong for a costume. Too authentic. Too lived in. Quiet to the others, that's not a reproduction. Look at the wear. Look at the hardware. Jeremiah tightens his grip, mistrusting their tone. Jeremiah, what are you talking about? One of them swallows hard, then says the sentence that changes everything. Sir. What year do you think it is? Jeremiah stares like the question itself is an insult. Jeremiah, 1863. It's 2025. This is a reenactment. We're showing people what it looked like. Jeremiah's face strains. His eyes search for the joke. There isn't one. And the Union. One. The war ended a long time ago. They point out things he can't name, cars in the distance, people holding glowing rectangles, a world moving at a speed his mind refuses to accept. Jeremiah's breathing turns shallow. He looks like a man drowning on dry land. Jeremiah shaken. No. No, that's not. He pulls away, stumbling like a wounded animal, instinct screaming to find quiet, distance, something familiar. He reaches a road. The field behind him buzzes with voices he can't trust. He stands there, helpless, staring at a modern truck as if it's a creature from another planet. A vehicle slows. Stops. The driver watches him not with confusion. With recognition. Easy. I can help you. Jeremiah snaps his head toward him, instantly suspicious. How do you know my name? Because I've been looking for you. Because what happened to you was my fault. Jeremiah's grip tightens on the musket. WH0 are you? Someone who can get you out of here. Come with me. You'll feel better away from the crowds. Jeremiah hesitates, then sees the reenactors watching from a distance. He makes the only choice that feels like survival. Inside the truck, the world blurs past, fences, road signs, strange buildings. Alan keeps his eyes on the road, voice careful, like he's handling glass. I've been working on a way to reach across time. I didn't mean to pull you through. But when it opened, there you were. Jeremiah's throat works. He's trying to keep his dignity while his reality crumbles. You're telling me I was taken? Alan glances at him, regret clear. I'm telling you I'm sorry. And I'm telling you I'll bring you back. The ranch is open land and quiet wind. Horses shift in the corral. Trees move slowly. The world here doesn't shout. Jeremiah steps out and inhales, like he's been holding his breath for a century. An eagle circles overhead, wide wings cutting clean lines through the sky. Jeremiah looks up, surprised by the familiar. Jeremiah soft, almost smiling, out here. The sky looks the same. For the first time since the wormhole, his shoulders drop. I like this place. I can be a big help out here for you. I know a thing or two about ranch life. Alan nods, a little relieved he's not carrying this alone. I'd be grateful. Alan introduces him to his boys. The oldest, 15, watchful, studies Jeremiah like he's reading a story he doesn't quite believe. You ever fish? Jeremiah almost laughs at the normalcy. Before the war? All the time. Then I'll show you a good spot I know. Jeremiah was a big help at the ranch chopping wood and tending to the horses, making himself useful in any way. The next day, they ride out with saddles creaking softly, the land opening into a pond wrapped in thick forest. For a while Jeremiah talks, about home, about horses, about what the world used to feel like before it turned into smoke and orders. The boy listens, half fascinated, half unsure. As they relax by the shore, their laughter is disrupted by a disturbance from the horses. The horses tense first, ears sharp, bodies suddenly rigid, then panic, hooves tearing at earth. The horses take off into the forest. Jeremiah and the boy turn, just in time to see the shape in the woods, a black bear, heavy and mean-looking, pushing through brush like it owns the world. They run, rocks and trees blurring, until they throw themselves into cover between boulders. The bear comes closer. Jeremiah's breathing steadies. Something old wakes up in him, a farm lesson, a hard-earned rule. He grabs 2 rocks, one in each hand, and claps them together. Again. 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 The sound is sharp, unnatural, echoing through the trees. The bear stops, shifts, listens, then backs away uneasy. Wait, keep still. The bear retreats into the forest. Jeremiah, being a very good tracker, was able to pick up the trail from the horses, and we found them grazing, alive and calm. Relief hits like weakness. They ride back slowly. We didn't even catch anything. Jeremiah gives a short, humorless breath, half laugh, half truth. That might have saved us. If we'd had fish, we'd have smelled like dinner. Times may have changed, but bears didn't. That night, the ranch house is lamplight and wood grain and the scrape of plates. Laughter returns in small waves, not forced, just human. Then Alan's tone shifts. The room quiets. Tomorrow. It opens again. The wormhole. It brought you here, it could take you back. Same place. Same field. Jeremiah sets his fork down. The moment lands like a stone. So that's it. Are you sure? Alan meets his eyes. I promised I'd bring you back. Jeremiah nods slowly, swallowing what he can't say all at once. You did more than that. When I found myself on that field, I felt like my world was coming apart. Now that I spent time out here, with you, it brings everything back together. I'm very grateful. The next day, Jeremiah is back in uniform, blue wool and brass, walking alone toward the spot where time broke. No crowds. No battle. Just open field and wind. He stops. Looks up. Jeremiah shouting, I don't see anything. I don't see anything. I don't see anything. I don't see it. And then, silence. Lieutenant Jeremiah lies resting on a simple cot inside a canvas tent. His uniform is worn, his face hollowed by exhaustion, his eyes unfocused, like a man waking from a dream he can't explain. He's back. The war is still the war. The world is still smoke and orders and survival. But somewhere behind his eyes, something else remains. A ranch. A family. A quiet pond. A sky that looked the same, even a century and a half away. Whatever it was, it gave him the strength to stand back up.